New York real estate license application. Let's get started. In New York State, a real estate salesperson is hosting an open house for a listed single-family home in Nassau County. A prospective buyer attends unrepresented and asks detailed questions about the property's features, pricing strategy, and the seller's motivation. The salesperson provides information but does not present the New York agency disclosure form at the outset of the substantive discussion. Later, the buyer claims they believed the salesperson was acting as their agent. Under New York Department of State regulations on agency disclosure, what is the most accurate statement regarding the salesperson's obligation in this scenario? Is it A, the agency disclosure form is only required when a buyer makes an offer? Or B, the form must be provided at the first substantive contact in a potential transaction, and failure to do so may create an implied agency? Could it be C, disclosure is not required at open houses since no formal representation exists? Or lastly D, verbal disclosure is sufficient if the buyer does not request it in writing? The correct answer is B. Here is why. 19 CRR New York 175.28 explicitly requires licensees to provide the fair housing/agency disclosure notice upon first substantive contact with a prospective purchaser, tenant, seller, or landlord. Open houses constitute substantive contact. Oral disclosure does not satisfy the requirement. Option B is correct. Option A is incorrect. Disclosure is required at first substantive contact, not upon offer. Option C is incorrect. The regulation specifically applies to open houses. Option D is incorrect. Oral disclosure does not satisfy the requirement. Next question. A buyer in Buffalo applies for a conventional mortgage to purchase a home valued at $300,000, putting down 20% as a down payment. The bank approves a loan with a 4% interest rate for 30 years. Under New York real estate finance, what is the loan-to-value ratio? Is it A, 80%? Or B, 20%? Could it be C, 100%? Or lastly D, 50%? The correct answer is A. Here is why. Loan-to-value ratio is calculated as loan amount divided by property value. With 20% down, $60,000, the loan amount is $240,000. $240,000 divided by $300,000 equals 80%. Option A is correct. Option B is the down payment percentage, not LTV. Option C would require no down payment. Option D is incorrect. Next question. In Albany, a salesperson advises a client on personal safety during showings, recommending buddy systems. This relates to what New York topic? Is it A, licensee safety? Or B, fair housing? Could it be C, agency disclosure? Or lastly D, environmental issues? The correct answer is A. Here is why. Real estate licensees face risks during showings and open houses. Safety practices such as buddy systems, informing others of location, and maintaining situational awareness are part of licensee safety education. Option A is correct. Options B, C, and D are unrelated to personal safety. Next question. In Rochester, a property owner refinances their mortgage through a FHA loan, which requires mortgage insurance premiums. The owner asks their real estate salesperson if this insurance can be canceled once equity reaches a certain level. What is the correct response under New York finance rules? Is it A, yes, after 20% equity? Or B, no, FHA MIP is permanent? Could it be C, yes, immediately upon request? Or lastly D, no, only for conventional loans? The correct answer is B. Here is why. For FHA loans originated after June 3, 2013, with less than 10% down payment, MIP is required for the life of the loan. Option B is correct for this common scenario. Option A is incorrect. This applies to conventional PMI, not FHA MIP post 2013 with under 10% down. Option C is incorrect. Option D is misleading. FHA MIP may be removable under specific conditions, 10% plus down 11 years, but the question implies the permanent scenario. Next question. A first-time home buyer in Queens is approved for an FHA loan with a 3.5% down payment on a $400,000 purchase price. The lender requires upfront and annual mortgage insurance premiums. The buyer asks their salesperson if the MIP can ever be removed. According to New York real estate finance practices and FHA guidelines, what is the accurate response? Is it A, MIP is permanent for the life of the loan regardless of equity? Or B, MIP can be canceled once the loan-to-value ratio reaches 78% through payments or appreciation? Could it be C, MIP is only required for the first 5 years of the loan? Or lastly D, MIP applies only to conventional loans, not FHA? The correct answer is A. Here is why. For FHA loans originated after June 3, 2013, with less than 10% down payment, MIP is required for the life of the loan. Option A is correct. Option B is incorrect. This describes conventional PMI cancellation. Option C is incorrect. Option D is incorrect. FHA loans require MIP. Next question. In a cooperative apartment transaction in Manhattan, the prospective buyer submits an application to the cooperative board after signing a purchase contract. The board rejects the buyer based on their credit history, but refuses to provide specific reasons in writing. The buyer asks their real estate salesperson for guidance on next steps. Under New York cooperative ownership rules and fair housing considerations, what is a key factor the salesperson should explain? Is it A, cooperative boards have absolute discretion and no obligation to disclose rejection reasons? Or B, boards must comply with fair housing laws and cannot discriminate based on protected classes, though they may have broad approval authority? Could it be C, the buyer can sue the board directly for breach of contract? Or lastly D, rejection automatically voids the purchase contract without refund of the down payment? The correct answer is B. Here is why. New York cooperative boards have broad discretion but are not immune from fair housing laws. Discrimination based on protected classes is unlawful. Proposed legislation, Intro 407A, would require written rejection reasons to increase transparency. Option B is correct. Option A is incorrect. Discretion is not absolute and cannot be used to discriminate. Option C is incorrect. Boards are not parties to the purchase contract. Option D is incorrect. Contract terms govern refund rights. That's it for today. How many did you score? Let me know in the comments. Please like and subscribe, and tell me what topic I should cover next. Bye.